to the National Latino Education Institute's virtual celebration. This year has been branded as Resilience, Relevance, and Rebirth. How about it? My name is Lourdes Duarte. I am an anchor and investigative reporter with WGN-TV Channel 9. I also host Adelante Chicago on WGN-TV, Chicago's very own. As a longtime supporter of this very important nonprofit, I am excited to return as your mistress of ceremonies for today's virtual event. So I send you a virtual beso to all of you. We are celebrating excellence during a time of challenge. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors and our virtual audience today. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Throughout the program, we are encouraging you to participate in the online silent auction or simply make a donation or share the mission with a friend or, of course, on many of your social media platforms. All the proceeds will go to fund the programs and the services of NLEI. So on behalf of NLEI, we thank you for your support. Muchas gracias. So to open our program today, we have a special musical performance by the 2019 The Voice talent, Chicago area local and proud Latina, Miss Lauren Hall.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, but you can't find the fire. But I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out. Yeah. Mountains, gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. The silence isn't quiet. It feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. Gonna walk out and move mountains.
Qué voz tan bella y qué sonrisa tan bella. Muchas gracias for your work. Thank you so much for your work. What an inspirational way to get us started today. For those of you who don't know, Lauren used to play soccer for Ball State University. She dedicated a lot of her time to the sport, and Lauren's family dedicates a lot of their time to NLEI. So thank you, Lauren. You can follow her by going to the handle La Hall Music, so LA Hall Music. Thank you for joining us today. Now, since its founding in 1972, think about that. Think about that. That's almost 5 decades here. NLEI has focused on ending cycles of generational dependency by launching meaningful and rewarding careers for countless adults and youth throughout relevant education and workforce training, as well as jobs. If you have not checked out the auction, you're going to find a great opportunity for airline tickets, for Cubs tickets, for a virtual baking class with a cookbook. So please make sure you check out that silent auction by going to the NLEI website. It's NLEI.org as we continue to tell you about this wonderful organization. You can also share this event on social media and add the hashtag NLEI or NLEI Virtual. Now we're going to hear from NLEI's Board of Directors, the chair, Ms. Laurie K Flores.
Hi, I'm Laurie Flores. I'm the board chair for the National Latino Education Institute. Thank you so much for attending NLEI's first ever virtual celebration, Resilience, Relevance, and Rebirth. Today, NLEI is celebrating its 49th anniversary, which over the course of 5 decades has served thousands of Latinos across the Chicagoland area. Even more remarkable is in 2022, we'll be celebrating our 50th anniversary. We hope you'll join us next year and support our efforts throughout the year to continue serving the educational workforce needs of the Latino community by building a pipeline of diverse talent for employers. Since its incorporation in 1972, NLEI has focused on ending the cycles of generational dependence through job training, job placement, launching meaningful and rewarding careers for countless adults and youth. NLEI's ultimate goal is to provide quality workforce initiatives by providing comprehensive programs and in-demand educational training for Latinos. NLEI is a nationally accredited institution and approved by the U.S. Department of Education, and a key and important partner of America's job centers. They are especially proud that businesses and nonprofits continue to look to NLEI as a key agent of change in workforce development, education, and an innovator in creating pathways to economic freedom and self-sufficiency. This would not be possible without the support of the professional groups that guide the educational and training work of the organization, such as the NLEI's Board of Directors, the volunteers on the Business Leadership Council, the Health Advisory Committee, and alumni. We're also especially thankful for the men and women we serve who hold us in trust as we help equip them with the skills needed to compete in the labor market. Like everyone else who's been impacted by this horrible pandemic, we're deeply grateful for all the support that NLEI has received during the difficult time in our society. Your support has allowed us to continue to service Latinos seeking to improve their lives. Moreover, our history through relevant times has taught us to be resilient through tough times, to recover quickly and readapt and reimage our mission and services in order to continue to be relevant and to resist the temptation to give up when things get difficult. Finally, I'd like to thank our dedicated team, our hardworking board members, our amazing Executive Director, Elba Arandasa, and her fantastic staff. I hope you enjoy the time we have planned for you today and to share the value and the success that NLEI has been able to share in this community.
We thank you so much. That was beautifully said. You know, you can tell a lot about an organization by the people who run it and lead it. And I think in this case, we have a good one in our hands. So we thank NLEI Board of Directors and the many volunteers who can make this possible. We're going to hear from NLEI's participants. You can support us now, though, through the online auction or a direct donation. Remember, there's a way to do that. You just go to the website, NLEI.org, and there on the front page of the website, you will see a way to either join the celebration or make a donation or join the silent auction. And we've got lots of things on that auction. Here's one. Have you always wanted to bake or learn a new, cooking skill, a new cuisine? Well, bid on a cooking class by cookbook author Mary DeSoma. Partners also are key to carrying out the NLEI mission. Remember that. We'd like to thank event chair sponsors ComEd and Intrin. Now we're going to hear from one of our event chair sponsors, Dr. Joseph Dominguez. He is the CEO of ComEd.
It's a pleasure to be speaking to each one of you virtually today. My name's Joe Dominguez, and I'm the CEO of ComEd. On behalf of our entire family here at ComEd, I want to extend my congratulations to the National Latino Education Institute and its 49th year of service to the Latino community in Chicago. First, I'd like to recognize the honorees this year. It's your service and commitment to our communities that creates long-lasting, sustainable change for the Latino population in Chicago. It's no secret that the pandemic has disproportionately impacted the Latino community. At ComEd, we look to strengthen programs like Construct and increase access to STEM education and trade programs. We recognize that these programs are ComEd's most vital tools to empower customers and to create the workforce of the future. For me, my life changed when I had the opportunity to get some additional training and scholarships that were the pathway for me to become an engineer and ultimately become a lawyer and do the things that I do today, and have the privilege to be the first Latino CEO in the history of this great company. The impact of NLEI on the Latino community has been invaluable, and I can't wait to see the impact on our communities that you're going to have in the years ahead. We are grateful for your partnership. Again, I extend my congratulations to all the honorees this evening. Best wishes to all of you for a wonderful convening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dominguez, the CEO of ComEd. Well, NLEI has been inspiring success and changing lives, as I mentioned, for over 49 years. That's nearly 5 decades. I have been fortunate enough to meet many of the NLEI graduates throughout these years, not all 50, but at least the last 13. So let's hear more about how NLEI has impacted its students as well as employers.
Hey everybody, I'm Stacey Baca with ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Chicago, the city of big shoulders, is known for its vibrant, diverse, and multicultural communities, which makes our city unique and rich. It is also the home of an organization whose mission it is to enhance the quality of life for Latinos through education and employment, enabling economic independence. That organization, NLEI, the National Latino Education Institute.
It was a great experience for me, and I was fortunate enough to get hired right after my externship. I ended up working in a great institution, the University of Illinois at Chicago, and I'm very happy there.
We are just delighted with the caliber of young men and women that we have received from NLEI.
Joining the medical assistant program at NLEI has changed my life. I have a steady job that I want to further my career in medicine, so this was my first step. They did help me a lot into finding myself and what I wanted to do on for the future.
The commitment of NLEI's donors and volunteers has also played an immeasurable role in the agency's success. Giving their treasure, time, and talent to the agency and its programs enables NLEI to continue inspiring success and changing lives.
The support that we received was immense. They genuinely care about their students. Whenever we were confronted with family issues, they were always available. So you can talk to them about your issues and help you work them out.
When people do not have skills and they do not have jobs, they lose their sense of direction and their purpose, and that diminishes their dignity. And when you put people through programs like this, where they will be wage earners, where they will be able to give their families good lives, where this will be passed on not just to this worker, but to his family and for his extended family for generations, This has a very large economic impact on the community.
And the Hernandez family is a shining example of how NLEI changes lives.
We were having rough times, and then I was laid off.
Both unemployed, both laid off, finding ourselves with a lot of hardship.
It was real hard times out there because I couldn't find no job. I couldn't find a job, and then I was thinking to myself, what am I gonna do?
Thank God I started working at a very good institution. He was blessed with finding a very good company to work for, and our lives have changed radically.
It was like a miracle.
I'm happy, I'm proud of myself for that, and I'm proud of my brother too.
You know what, there's a lot of opportunities. They'll give you a job real quick, and you're gonna find something interesting that you're gonna love.
Things are getting much, much better.
Thank you, NLEI.
It's so great to see so many families doing well because of this organization. And one of the things that we need are partners. They're so important to accomplish this mission. So joining us now for a special message, we've got our Governor Pritzker and also Chicago City Clerk Ana Valencia. Let's hear from Governor Pritzker first.
Good afternoon. This is Governor J.B. Pritzker. I'm pleased to be part of the National Latino Education Institute's celebration, Resilience, Relevance, Rebirth. NLEI has served our Latino community for over 49 years in many meaningful ways, and I'm proud to join you in your effort to prepare individuals for jobs in some of the fastest growing industries. That's why I signed the Education and Workforce Equity Act earlier this year, amplifying our shared priorities, investing in education and in vocational training, all with a heightened focus on communities that have historically been left out. Because even when times are tough, we have to keep an eye on our long-term goals and invest in them, especially when our times are tough. We have to fight for communities across Illinois that need help. But we couldn't do it without the support of organizations and individuals like all of you. Your efforts have helped Illinois stand out as a national leader in providing critical training programs, providing pathways of economic prosperity for our Latino community. I'd like to thank NLEI's Executive Director, Elba Arandesa, for continued commitment and service to Illinois on our state's workforce board. And thank you all for your partnership in providing quality workforce opportunities that help lift up Latino families across our state.
Hello, I'm City Clerk of Chicago, Ana Valencia. Thank you, Elba. Thank you, National Latino Educate Institute, for having me tonight. I wish we could be celebrating in person, but I'm so happy that we're gathered here virtually to support an organization that has a long track record of supporting the Latino community and making sure people like myself have opportunities, that our Latino leaders are being uplifted, their confidence and resources are open and available to them, and that they are taking up space in places we've never been. As a first-generation college student, I had people help guide me and open doors for me and give me those opportunities to be here, to be the second woman and second Latina as city clerk, beginning of our history. So we have to continue to be working together and supporting organizations like the National Latino Education Institute so that all Latinos are uplifted and have opportunity and access, and we can continue to grow and become leaders in our communities, in the corporate boardrooms, and nonprofits, foundations, and in government. Thank you so much, and congratulations tonight, NLEI.
That's so important. Thank you to Ana Valencia as well as Governor Pritzker for their remarks this afternoon. Well, if you haven't already bid or made a donation, please remember to bid on those great Southwest Airlines tickets. You can take a quick retreat. Who doesn't need it after a year of a pandemic? So make sure you go to NLEI.org. You can see more about the organization, and you will also, right on the front page there, find a direct link to donate to this wonderful organization. We also want to thank our platinum sponsors today. So we've got Southwest Airlines, People's Gas, Nicor Gas, and the McCormick Foundation for making this great virtual event happen. Hopefully next year we get to gather in person and give all of you a big, big hug. Now we're going to hear from one of our NLEI graduates who today works at People's Gas and is still an active volunteer within the NLEI family.
Hi, my name is Diana Torres, Emergency Response Specialist at People's Gas. I'm also an NLEI alumni. At 20 years old, I found myself trying to find a better way for me and my family. Through research and word of mouth, I found NLEI. When I went there, they provided me with assistance in multiple areas. They gave me the hope that I could get better, that I would be able to provide for my family, and they would give me an opportunity to succeed. After attending orientation, I quickly realized that this was a place for me. Not only did they provide the course that I was interested in, they also provided counseling, job placement, and multiple other areas that I felt I would be a right fit. I took this opportunity and ran with it. I promised myself that I was going to finish and do the best that I can to move forward. The courses were not as easy as I thought they would be, but with the guidance of my instructors and everyone else at NLEI, I was able to push forward and continue and finish. I was then assigned throughout this process a counselor who helped me work through my resume, job placement, and interviewing skills. They quickly found a spot for me. I went on multiple interviews and they continued to guide me through the process. I landed a job at a project management firm. Once I graduated, I had a chance to travel all over Latin America, and it was the best experience I could have ever expected. 18 years, long tenure with a company, and I enjoyed every minute of it. That gave me an opportunity to be where I am today, and I have not looked back since. Thank you, NLEI, for everything you did for me.
That's great. You did a wonderful job telling your story. Your support today is going to enable NLEI to provide some of these quality programs. So again, we need your support. Make sure you go to the website, NLEI.org. As I said before, you will see a pop-up on that home page where you can donate to this wonderful organization. NLEI is grateful for your donations. Remember, you can win tickets to the Cubs, to Runway Latinx, or get a personal cooking class by Mary DeSoma. And by being a part of our silent auction, you're also supporting many of the great programs that, again, over the last 5 decades, they've been able to make happen. We are proud to present this year's Founders Award as well. So you came here for a reason, partly to donate, partly to learn a little bit more about NLEI, but to welcome this great award to Mr. Gupta. So we want to make sure that Mr. Gupta gets his Founders Award today with SDI Presence LLC. He is the CEO of that great organization. David founded SDI in 1996, has started the apprenticeship in technology early on. SDI has been repeatedly recognized as a best place to work by Crain's Chicago Business, the Chicago Tribune, and Built in Chicago. David volunteers his time and expertise with a focus centered on kids, on education, on economic empowerment and science, as well as technology. He supports a host of charities, including NLEI. David's efforts in philanthropy, civic leadership, innovation, and overall economic and education empowerment have been instrumental for increased opportunities for many of our Latino communities, many of the communities here throughout the Chicago area. So we want to say a big congratulations, a big felicidades to David Gupta.
Good afternoon. My name is David Gupta, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of SDI Presence. I want to thank the National Latino Education Institute for presenting me with the 2021 Founders Award. I'm thrilled to be recognized along with my fellow awardees. SDI is an IT consulting and managed services firm with a portfolio of clients that includes some of the nation's largest airports, utilities, commercial real estate portfolios, and government agencies. We have built a company that is a strategic partner for our clients in all areas of their IT enterprise, from applications to infrastructure, including cloud computing and cybersecurity. SDI is highly rated and considered one of the best places to work in Chicago by the Chicago Tribune, Crain's Chicago Business, and Built in Chicago. We have a unique and special culture cultivated and managed by my extraordinary management team. In 2016, we added presence to our company name to demonstrate our commitment to be present for our clients, colleagues, and community. With our long history of community involvement, we pride ourselves on paying it forward by mentoring small, diverse business owners and work with the City Colleges of Chicago to further its mission to help underrepresented student groups across Chicago excel in IT, cybersecurity, and consulting. SDI is also a partner in residence for the Kennedy King College's Tech Launchpad initiative that will provide hundreds of minority students with hands-on training and increased access to opportunities in the IT industry. We are truly excited to work closely with the National Latino Education Institute as their mission of advancing our community's economic independence through market and results-driven education, training, employment, and advocacy aligns closely with SDI's value system to make a measurable and meaningful impact in the communities we serve while delivering exceptional IT service. When I look back at SDI's rich history and what we have accomplished, I feel incredibly honored to receive this wonderful award. On behalf of myself and the SDI team, I want to thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for all the work you do, David, and for your support of NLEI. To our virtual audience, remember you can still support NLEI by donating. I am told that on the screen where you are watching this, somewhere on there, there should be a button that will say donate. I told the guys to put it right over my nose. They couldn't do it. So it is somewhere at the bottom of your screen, but click on there and make any sort of donation that you would like. So to continue our celebration, we present NLEI's Corporate Leadership Award to Nicor Gas. This award has been presented for over 20 years to corporate partners that have demonstrated exemplary, holistic partner leadership. Nicor Gas has been a consistent employer for NLEI participants, workforce, as well as a training partner. Also a supporter and a giver of time and talent to support NLEI's mission. We're going to now hear from the president and the CEO of Nicor Gas, Mr. John Hudson III.
Good afternoon. I'm John Hudson, president and CEO of Nicor Gas. I'm so honored to virtually join you this afternoon to accept the Corporate Leadership Cuauhtémoc Award on behalf of Nicor Gas. I'm proud to say that Nicor Gas has enjoyed a strong and productive relationship with the National Latino Education Institute for more than 2 decades, working together to support the Latino community. NLEI's goal to provide quality workforce initiatives leading to economic independence for Latinos is one that Nicor Gas very much aligns with. We believe in the transformative work that NLEI does, especially right here in Illinois. And we've demonstrated that belief through more than just grant dollars. In fact, we've hired several NLEI alums, and today many Nicor Gas employees are active supporters and volunteers of NLEI. For those of you who may not be familiar with Nicor Gas, we're the largest natural gas distributor in the state, with more than 2.2 million customers in 656 communities across northern Illinois. For more than 6 decades, Nicor Gas has provided safe, reliable, and affordable natural gas to families and businesses in northern Illinois. A lot has changed over the years, but there are 2 things that will never change for us. First, our commitment to safety, and second, our commitment to the communities we serve. We're proud to employ more than 2,000 talented and dedicated employees in a variety of technical, administrative, and professional fields. At Nicor Gas, we know the importance of building the diverse workforce of tomorrow today. We work with NLEI and other community organizations to identify candidates through the Construct program that was started by ComEd. And we also have a natural gas industry-specific job readiness program, the Nicor Gas Career Academy. We look forward to continuing to support NLEI as it carries out its mission to advance the Latino community and help them gain to independence through results-driven education, training, employment, and advocacy. NLEI Gas is proud to follow in the footsteps of the great leader, Cuauhtémoc, and we will continue to strive toward the excellent example he set so many years ago. Thank you again for this most prestigious award.
Felicidades. Thank you so much for all of your work. We look forward to continued partnership of NLEI Gas and NLEI. At this time, we'd also like to thank some of our other sponsors, St. Anthony Hospital, Goya Foods, Wheels Inc., SDI Presence LLC, which you heard from, NBC5 and Telemundo, as well as WGN News Channel 9. Nice job, guys. All right. Remember, you can always still continue to make donations. Be a part of that silent auction. There are so many things out there for you that may interest you. I want to continue to tell you about NLEI and the work that they do. One major sector of this organization that continues to really grow is healthcare. NLEI has a variety of allied health programs. The programs couldn't be possible without the support and the collaboration of industry leaders. We saw, particularly this year, how important our healthcare workforce has been. We're going to hear from some of our allied health students this afternoon. This year's NLEI Healthcare Workforce Impact Award is Advocate Aurora Health. So a big applause for them. Together, Advocate and NLEI have increased diversity, they've increased inclusion in the allied health workforce. Through their investment, training and collaboration, time and talent, there is a new skilled talent for healthcare industry, especially in the greater Chicagoland area and many of the underrepresented communities.
Hello, I'm Kevin Brady, Chief Human Resources Officer for Advocate Aurora Health. It is my pleasure to be with you today. All of us at Advocate Aurora Health are extremely honored to be selected as the 2020 recipient of the Healthcare Workforce Impact Award. We are one of the top 12 not-for-profit integrated health systems in the United States and a leading employer in the Midwest with 75,000 team members, including over 30,000 that live in the Chicagoland area. As a national leader in clinical innovation, health outcomes, consumer experience, and value-based care, our system serves nearly 3 million patients annually in Illinois and Wisconsin across more than 500 sites of care. Our partnership with the National Latino Education Institute has been critical to the success of our Advocate Workforce Initiative, allowing us to hire great people and to continue supporting our efforts as a diverse, equitable, and inclusive employer. The mission of NLEI is aligned with Advocate Aurora's purpose to help people live well. It also matches our community and workforce development strategies to partner locally to hire talent. Our partnership through the Advocate Workforce Initiative program has produced nearly 70 graduates in a variety of healthcare programs, such as bilingual medical assistance, EKG, and phlebotomy. Interviewing and sourcing diverse talent through NLEI has not only brought skilled team members to healthcare, but also provides us an opportunity to work together to create lasting change for our community. In our commitment to our local communities, we will continue to create healthcare career pathways for hundreds of individuals who will work in hospitals, clinics, and healthcare facilities for years to come. On behalf of Advocate Aurora, thank you for being our partner, and thank you for this distinct honor.
And thank you for being such a true partner of NLEI. Please remember, as you're watching at home, as you're possibly watching from your office, to share this program with your friends by sharing the link on our virtual event. That is onecause.com. Remember, you can always watch it on your phone if you want to continue to be a part of the live event that we've got today, or if you'd like to make a donation. So remember, that's onecause.com. You can see the link right there at the bottom of your screen. Well, we hear about the essential workforce. How about our essential volunteers? You've heard about them too, right? Volunteers play a significant role in fulfilling the mission of the National Latino Education Institute. NLEI's Board of Directors work diligently throughout the year, choosing to give their time, their expertise, and their leadership to NLEI. For over 20 years, Mary Formosa served on the NLEI Board of Directors in various capacities, from serving on the executive committee to securing chairs for the annual fundraiser and committing her talent throughout the years through the evolution of the organization from Spanish Coalition for Jobs to NLEI. On behalf of NLEI's Board of Directors, we present the Board Appreciation Award to Mary Formosa. She is the Chief Human Resources Officer for Wheels, Inc.
Thank you, Elba, the board, and NLEI for this Board Appreciation Award. This means a lot to me, and I'm thrilled to be a recipient of this award. I've had the pleasure of serving on the board of the National Latino Education Institute for over 20 years. I joined the board when NLEI was once called Spanish Coalition for Jobs, and over the years, I've had the opportunity to work with Elba and many of the NLEI staff, as well as other wonderful board members from several corporations, to evolve the organization to where it is today and be part of their journey. Over the years, NLEI has worked very hard to expand its mission, its involvement with the community, its educational programs, and its partnership with many corporations in the Chicagoland area. Today, NLEI exists to advance our community's economic independence through market and results-driven education, training, employment, and advocacy. NLEI's goal is to provide quality workforce initiatives leading to economic independence for Latinx families. When people ask me about NLEI, I always say that the organization has a special place near and dear to my heart. It's been an organization that has been both important to me personally and professionally, and because of this commitment, I chose to serve on the board for over 20 years. Through its mission, they have been able to help thousands and thousands of students develop important skills and obtain the education to allow them to move on to wonderful employment opportunities. NLEI is an organization that has helped many, many corporations in the Chicagoland area through the employment services that they offer, and they are always willing to partner with organizations to create programs that are relevant and beneficial. For these reasons and many more, I chose to serve on the board for all these years. If you're currently not partnering with NLEI, I encourage you to consider doing so and contact Elba Arandasa, the executive director. She and her team will partner with you to meet your needs and ensure the partnership is a great investment for any company. Thank you again for this special Board Appreciation Award. I humbly and graciously accept this award. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias. Felicidades. Congratulations to you, Mary, and thanks for your ongoing support of the NLEI. Remember, donations can still be made. You can be a part of the silent auction. Lots of items still waiting for a bid. You've got the Field Museum tickets. You've got Southwest Airlines Cubs tickets, Sox tickets, all sorts of stuff. So make sure you put in your bid. You still have time. Now we're going to hear from a graduate of our medical assistant program from over 10 years ago. His name is Armando Ambriz and his employer.
Hello everyone, my name is Armando Ambriz. I am from Michoacan, Mexico, living here in Chicago. I am a medical assistant and I am proud to say that the training and all the necessary tools to go into the medical field, I got them from NLEI, National Latino Education Institute. Back in 2008, I was going from one place to another, taking whatever job was available. I was doing everything, but I was not doing what I wanted to do, which was to go into the medical field. Later that year, 2008, my brother came up to me and he told me, I know a school where you can go get the training that you need. And guess what? That school was National Latino Education Institute. 3 days later, I went to the school to get all the information that I needed to get enrolled in the program. So I was given all the information. The staff right there treated me kindly, with respect. And to make the long story short, 2 months later, I was already in the program to become a medical assistant, because that was my goal. The program lasted about 10 months, which I completed successfully. Next, the school had a place prepared for me to go out and do my externship, which was about 160, 180 hours, which I completed successfully. After that, I took the test to become a certified medical assistant, which I passed. After all that, I went out to look for a job, and I came across this wonderful place called Esperanza Health Centers, where they gave me the opportunity to work for them, to put my skills to work, those skills that I have gotten from NLEI. I have been working with them for about 11 years now. If you ask me, why don't you move to another place? The answer is simple. Because I am happy where I am. Because I love what I do right there. Because they treat me with respect. Because it's a great organization. And I got there thanks to all those skills, to that training that I got from you, National Latino Education Institute. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dan Fulweller, and I'm the President and CEO of Esperanza Health Centers. I'm so pleased to be here with you tonight, even if it's virtual, to celebrate the work of NLEI and everything that they've done for our community in the 40 years, almost 40 years of their existence. Esperanza and NLEI are regular partners together. We have recruited and retained probably dozens of medical assistants from their program over the years. And those medical assistants are some of the best that we work with. And I think one of the reasons why is because we share this goal of really improving the Latino community in Chicago and the Chicago region. That goal is incredibly important to us as we work to bridge the health inequities that our community has suffered over the decades. And I know that's important to NLEI too, as they give people opportunities to live fuller, better lives through economic security and higher education. Congratulations to all of you. Thanks to all of the work that NLEI does. And I hope to see you next year in person. Take care.
Thank you so much. We are proud of all of Armando's accomplishments. We could not help students like Armando without your help, though. So again, remember to click on that donation button here this afternoon as we get closer to wrapping up the event in about 15 minutes or so. Now, during the pandemic, it was especially challenging for many of the students caught right in the middle of their program, but NLEI persevered. They managed a way through this, around this pandemic, and were so helpful to so many families, including two sisters, Janet and Jacqueline Perez, not only finished NLEI's program in clinical externship and faced the extra trails that the pandemic, presented to them, and immediately began their new careers. They were hired, so congratulations to them. Let's hear from them and their employer.
Good afternoon. My name is Jim Cifuentes. I'm the Senior Vice President at St. Anthony Hospital. I am honored, as well as our institution, St. Anthony Hospital, to speak to NLEI and the wonderful work that it does. The National Latino Education Institute, like every organization, has a mission statement. Theirs is to advance our community's economic independence through market and results-driven education, training, employment, and advocacy. But every organization has a mission statement. What's the difference? That mission statement is lived out. Soon, if you've not done already, you're going to hear two incredible women that have gone through the program and are now working here at St. Anthony Hospital. Alba and her team of leaders, incredible people that have ensured that our communities are continuing to be served. Organization that is resilient, without a doubt. Relevant? Well, during this time that we're all challenged in, they have shown their relevancy. Rebirth? They continue to evolve and unfold as our life continues to unfold as well. So with that, I want to thank Alba, NLEI, and the wonderful people that work in that organization. All the best. It continues to serve our communities. Thank you.
So NLEI was a really good school in regards to like the classes and stuff. I really like the teachers, like Dr. Ortiz and Miss Anthony. They really helped us a lot in regards to like preparing us to start our medical field career. And also the other teachers like Miss Calvin and Miss Elias, they're really good at teaching us like how to draw blood, all the CPT codes and all that stuff. And during the pandemic, it did get a bit delayed in regards to like getting our certification exam done, and then also at our clinical hours that it was a bit delayed for a while as well. I really enjoy the employees that I work with at the Archer Clinic. We're such a great team that we help each other out whenever we can, and then also the nurse practitioners and all the doctors that I work with. They're really nice and easygoing. They try to help us as much as they can as well whenever we're behind or anything. And I really like my team at the Archer Clinic. Also at the hospital, I've worked there a couple of times, and also the employees, they're really nice as well.
So at NLEI, it definitely helped starting my career as a medical assistant. We had some really great teachers who pretty much taught us the basic and really detailed information when it comes to like learning like the ranges of blood pressure, when it comes to learning what exactly is expected in this field and career. And that it was really great. It did help kickstart my career, and it's got me the job I am at right now.
Thank you so much for sharing your stories. What I'm going to ask all of you to do is, if you get a chance in the next few years, try to attend one of the graduation ceremonies that they do at NLEI. After people have been through the programs, they put together a great event where they can invite their family, their kids. It is so cool. I got a chance to MC one of them and moderate or be the presenter at one of them a few years ago, and it is so moving, so touching that I think you cry. I know I certainly did as I saw many of them with their families rooting them on as they got their diplomas from these great programs. So I think it's one of those things that you should put on your bucket list to try to attend one of the NLEI graduations. Please do so. To give you an example, though, of how we make these programs possible, how you can be a part of them, how you can help, let me throw some numbers at you, okay? I'm not that good at math, but this is one that I can understand. A donation of $1,000 gives a student a full week of hands-on and professional training toward the chosen career field that they're picking. So again, $1,000, one full week of training. That's what they can do with that money. Well, you heard from graduates from the past 30 years, including those that persevered at the height of this pandemic. But I want you to hear now from some of our current students in one of NLEI's popular workforce training programs, the Energia Project. That project prepares individuals for a career in the energy fields, which are so important, and they earn so many skills and credentials in safety, transportation, and in renewable energy like solar.
Hello, my name is Mark Anthony Villarreal, and I'm currently a student at NLEI. I'm currently enrolled in their Energia program as of March 2021. Under the Energia program, learning CDL, prepping to get the CDL either A or B. So overall, the experience has been amazing. NLEI has led the way in renewable energy and given us a new route for our careers in the future. I am greatly and happily proud to be a part of this program and NLEI. Thank you, Mr. Stubblefield, for leading the way, giving us the material, and making the overall experience awesome. Upon completion of this program, I expect to have my NAPSET certification. I also expect to be very competitive in the job field and job market and land a job with a great company. I'm super excited for renewable energy. I love it. I'm passionate. Thank you, NLEI. Thank you, Energia program. And thank you, everybody who made this possible. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mariana Lozano. I became part of the Energia program, not knowing what I was getting myself into. COVID changed my life. I lost my job and I was looking for new experiences and something new to learn. The Energia program provided that for me, and I thought it was a great opportunity for me to bring more to my community. Mr. Tevin, Mr. Mark, everybody in the organization, I appreciate all your great help. I expect myself to become somebody better, to be part of a green energy, to have and bring more to our country, to our global warming, to make things better for ourselves. And I want a new job. I want to become somebody great, to be an example for my kids, for my family, for them to be proud of me. I appreciate everything that you guys have done, and I will continue to succeed. Thank you so much. I am grateful for everything.
What a pretty smile and what a great story. So you can see there, through this organization, through all of the wonderful programs that they put in place, the people that they're able to help, the families that they're able to help. And they've been doing this over the course, older than me. They've been doing it for longer than I've been alive, right? So close to 50 years. Next year, they'll mark 50 years that they've been helping the Chicago community. They've had a lot of great leaders, a lot of board of directors, and a lot of great volunteers, but one of them really stands out to me, and one that I've been able to work with for the last few years. You all know her as the executive director of NLEI, Elba Aranda Se. So welcome her up on stage. Elba, come on up. So nice to see you today.
So great to see you. We're
Thank
vaccinated.
you. Okay, we're
vaccinated.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll let you take it away.
Thank you, Lourdes. It was so great to see Lourdes here today. Good afternoon. My name is Elba Aranda Se, and it is an honor to be the executive director of NLEI. Your time is precious, and we thank you for choosing to spend it with NLEI. We are grateful to all of our loyal supporters and all of our virtual celebration sponsors and all of our auction donors, where you still have an opportunity to bid on wonderful items. If this is your first time with us, we thank you and look forward to working together. Please join me again in thanking Lourdes Duarte, our talented MC who's been running the whole program today. Last time we saw Lourdes, she emceed our annual dinner in person, expecting her beautiful baby girl. And thanks to social media, we have had the pleasure to virtually meet her baby girl. Thank you, Lourdes, for sharing your daughter with us via virtual world, and thank you for all the support throughout the years. Show Lourdes some love in the chat. Show her some love and watch her on WGN Channel 9. I'd like to thank all of our honorees today, congratulate all of our honorees today. Our strong partnership make it possible to deliver effective services. Thank you to Lauren Hall for her uplifting performance. We have such amazing talent here in our own backyard in Chicago. Thanks for your gift, Lauren, and please stay tuned for more uplifting performance from Lauren. NLEI knows that challenges also create opportunities for strength. We stand on the shoulders of those that began this important journey in the late 1960s to address inequities and bring access to jobs and inclusivity for our communities. Through the leadership of our board of directors and our mission-driven staff, NLEI closes gaps in unemployment, undereducation, and is a solution to poverty. NLEI increases higher education completion, builds relevant in-demand skills, and holistically prepares the leaders of families to secure great jobs, livable salaries, and economic resiliency. I'd like to thank our board of directors, who we work side by side to make the organization possible. Starting with our wise and strong board chair, Laurie Flores, and to all of our board members, Oscar Regalado, David Perez, Matt Hawkey, Arthur Miller, Bianca Camarena, and Raul Torres. A special thanks to our hard-working staff who pivoted with the rest of the world as we had to go online overnight and try to figure out how to provide effective services. Our staff are always thinking about our participants first. And we thank you for all the partners that stood by us, who stood with our staff, who helped us through this difficult time of transition. And that's why today is a day of celebration, of resilience, of relevance, and of rebirth. I'd like to thank our virtual committee that made today possible. Laurie Flores, Lourdes, Laura and the fantastic team of Fierce Productions, Juana Guzman, Diana Torres, Alejandra and the team at C Communications, Lauren Hall, Vanessa Hall, Antonia Gonzalez, Tia Ong, and so many volunteers. We are so fortunate to have volunteers at NLEI. We cannot function, nonprofits cannot function without your time, your talent, and of course your treasure. NLEI plays a major role in positively impacting the economy by preparing the exponentially growing Latino community to meet workforce demands for skills development. Our long-term strategic alliances with business provides a continuous pipeline to make their workforce a competitive differentiator in the economy. At the same time, we are lifting families with new skills, new jobs, new income, and new contributions to the economy. You've heard throughout the program, there's a 50-year mark coming. We hope you will be able to join us for our 50th anniversary next year. And we invite you to NLEI's golf outing. Yes, golfers, we have a golf outing, and that's scheduled for July 27th at the gorgeous Cantini Golf Course in Wheaton. The information to our golf outing is on our website at www.nlei.org. Join us for some safe outdoor fun, networking, and support our mission. Special thanks to our board member, Matt Hockey, and SDI Presence for cheering the golf outing, and to our board member, Arthur Miller, and the MZI Group. There is an old saying that says, teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. Many of our partners have described NLEI in this way. If this resonates with you, we invite you to join the NLEI family. I thank you for your time today, and I ask for Lourdes to bring us home. Thank you, Lourdes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Elba. Nicely said, nicely worded. The important work that NLEI has done over the course of decades, trained and gotten jobs for people all throughout Chicago over the last 50 years. So we thank you for your work. We hope that as you're watching at home or again in your office, that you take a few minutes to make a quick donation. It shouldn't take very long. Again, just click on the button there on your screen. I've asked them over and over again to put the button right here on my nose, because it might be kind of fun if you just go like this, right? And shut me up for a few minutes, but they said no, it's at the bottom of the screen. So make sure you go there, make a quick donation. We need your help. It's been a tough year for so many of these organizations that are trying to help the people of Chicago and many of our Latino community. So please make a difference today. You still have time. It'll be up and running throughout the day today. Thank you to our virtual audience for joining us today. We congratulate all of today's honorees, all of the award recipients, and we thank our long-standing donors for your loyal support throughout the years. If you are new to NLEI, we hope that you're going to find us a way to lift up so many of the families in our communities. We are delighted to have a former member of Team Kelly from season 17 of The Voice rejoin us today to close our program, and we invite you to enjoy and follow Lauren Hall, again, L.A. Hall Music, to keep up to date on her performance and some of her new music. From me to you, have a great afternoon. I'm Lourdes Duarte with WGN News. Happy to be here with you. We'll let Lauren end the show.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking I'm taking